AP Media presents Fairhope Hospice Today, brought to you by Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities, and the Frankie Smith Funeral Home.
Hi, welcome to Fairhope Hospice Today. I'm Dawn Walker, Marketing Manager here at Fairhope Hospice, and today I'm here with Stephanie Taylor from Habitat for Humanity, Southeast Ohio. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what they do here in our community and the communities surrounding us and Project Playhouse.
Great.
So tell us a little bit more about Habitat for Humanity and what you do.
Yeah, so Habitat for Humanity of Southeast Ohio covers 8 counties in our footprint, and one of those includes Fairfield County. I am the Director of Development for our organization. I do some fundraising for Fairfield and Perry County, and I also support and manage 2 other community engagement directors and our marketing and communication specialist. Our mission in our communities is to build strength, stability, and self-reliance through shelter. And we do that by partnering with individuals, the businesses, foundations to build homes for low to moderate income families in our communities. And we do that through volunteers, fundraising, whatever that may look like for different organizations. And we've, in the last 6 years, have built about 7 homes.
Wow. Is there any homes currently right now being built?
We are just getting ready to start one on Locust.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, and so we just finalized the permitting on that, and we should be starting that here in the next couple weeks.
Oh, that's exciting. So
Yeah.
You finished one on 6th recently, right?
We did, a couple years ago.
Has that been a couple years?
It has. So that was our 150th home as an organization.
Wow.
We've been in place since 1990, and we have built, last year, we built one on Graff Street, and our most recent one was on King.
Okay.
And that finished up in November of this past year.
That's great. That's exciting. So,
Yeah.
Speaking of fundraising, one of your fundraisers is Project Playhouse, correct?
It is. Yeah, so one of our largest fundraiser events, we're not super event heavy because we like the community to be involved on the builds. So every home that we build is built 90% by volunteers from the community. And as I mentioned, that could be church groups or individuals, companies that help sponsor those. And so we don't do a ton of events, but one event that is very key for us that is a fundraiser is called Project Playhouse. And we partner with sponsors to build playhouses for families and organizations in the community. And we do it by coming together all on one day in September. It's the last Thursday of September every year. And we usually do somewhere between 7 to 9 playhouses at each event. And then those playhouses, like I mentioned, go to different parts of the community. And a recipient several years ago was Fairhope Hospice. Yep. And that's here on your grounds for the kids to take advantage of when they're here. And the goal is that those are places for families and kids at different areas to just be a part of imagining. We always say it's like little houses to build the big houses. Yep. And it's a great opportunity for the youth to kind of just see something that they may not have access to in other ways. So we have 3 at AHA as well. So they see hundreds of kids that come through there on a regular basis that get to experience those.
So being a recipient of a playhouse that we're sitting by right now,
yes,
but also being a part of building and
yes,
designing a playhouse, that's really special as well.
Yeah.
And to see the reaction of the children that receive these playhouses, I know we've done it for a couple years.
Yep.
But this past year in 2025, the little girl that received the playhouse was so special to us. We all stayed. She was an only child. So I think every other house, the families, they had multiple children.
Usually, yeah.
So the little girl that had ours, she came in and we all stayed. And usually, you stay and you see the reaction and you go.
Yeah.
But we stayed with her and she played and she was so appreciative of that house and the mom, and just her reaction was unbelievable. We were so moved by that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really is a special thing to see. And
and you guys have a unique partnership with this project, because our presenting sponsor for Project Playhouse here every year, that's Sherry Looney and the Loon Crew with Howard Hanna. They love sponsoring this project. Yeah. Sherry is our one of our board members. Aaron is one of our Habitat homies that helps me create all the event stuff. And they love being a part of this project, but they don't have a team or can find the team every year. And so a couple years ago, they were like, how can we make this work? And I just immediately thought of Fairhope Hospice as a group that could come in and just do such a great job. You guys always do. Your Playhouse is one that we're always like, okay, this is really representative of what we hope to see in the community. We know you guys enjoy it from a leadership standpoint as well, the team building aspect. And we had a really fun full circle moment this year with your Playhouse recipient, because we do one at St. Mary's every year that is like a one-off, and we do it in April. And it's where the students at St. Mary's are all part of designing it and painting it. And she's a student there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. We didn't know that until like we saw her and we're like, wait a second. So I believe she's a kindergartner this year. So she actually got to be a part of Project Playhouse in her own way.
That was so special.
Yeah, and it was really cool. And that's part of what we love seeing, is these kids are sometimes owning something for the first time, and then they get to go play and enjoy what they're doing. And like I said, this is a fundraiser to help us build the big houses. So it just comes full circle where our families then, who are partners of ours, they own this home at the end. It's not a free house, and it changes their lives. And so just seeing how that could be something down the line, that the small playhouse, something that impacts a young child, and then these large homes that impacts families as a whole. We have children that the trajectory of their lives are really changed by owning a stable and safe environment home that's like theirs for lifetime.
So can you talk to us about how to get involved if you want to volunteer and what that looks like?
Yeah, absolutely. So habitatseo.org is our website. You can see on there where to volunteer. As I mentioned, we'll be here in Lancaster on Locust here in the next few weeks. You do not have to have any skills to volunteer on the build, which is always the one thing people are always like, I don't know how to do anything. That's great. We have a teaching model. We'd love to teach you how to do whatever we're doing that day, even if that's swinging a hammer, using a drill, painting.
So do you know how to do everything now?
I don't know how to do everything, but I have tried to make sure I've learned almost every aspect of the build.
Shingling a roof is really important when you do a playhouse.
Yeah, it's totally different on a house though, so it's a little different. But yes, I have shingled, I have installed windows, siding, I've built a deck, laid flooring, painted. Yeah, I tried to really make sure that was something I could learn all the skills. Now, if I'll ever use them again, who knows? But it's something you can do by participating in volunteering. You can also see where you can donate on there. Everything you donate stays local within the community that we're in. And I mentioned we have 8 different counties we cover across our footprint. And we built 16 houses last year across all 8 of those. So
that's unbelievable.
16 families that are impacted for a lifetime.
That's great.
Yeah.
So is there anything else I'm missing?
I don't think so. There's a ton to know about Habitat, but the key thing is that anybody and everyone can be involved from one aspect or another. And if you ever have questions, I'm always happy and love to get involved with folks to go to lunch or coffee and talk more about what we do in the community.
Right. So like she said, reach out, look at their website.
Yeah.
Stephanie's a great speaker.
Oh, thank you.
And you're also involved in other things. So
I am.
Here at Fairhope, we're looking to really highlight our community partners, and Habitat is a great community partner.
Thank you.
And Stephanie, tell us a little bit more, since we have a few more minutes, what else you're involved in the community.
Yeah, so really just as much as I can be, so that people know who I am and what we're doing. I love the community that we're in. I grew up in Fairfield County, so I love making an impact.
Rotary?
I am. So I'm currently in the Lancaster Rotary Club. I am finishing out my presidency there. I have about 5 weeks left here at the end of June will be the end of my year. It's been a great experience. I've been a club member for about 5 years, and service is very near and dear to me. So we've done a ton of service projects this year. Almost 40.
Wow.
And actually it will be about 40 by the time we finish up the year. I'm part of housing coalition. I attend a lot of land bank meetings. I try to be very involved in the chamber where I can be. You know, the community can be impacted by one person just doing a little bit, but the more we do collectively, the more we can achieve. So yeah, it's important to me.
It is. So we did the scholarship banquet last week. Was that last week?
A couple weeks ago,
A couple weeks ago with you for Rotary, and that was really amazing to see what Rotary does and the impact that they make, and all the community organizations that come together as a whole, and to see what you do to represent all of those people and what you've done as president of Rotary. So congratulations.
Thank you.
That really means a lot to
Thank
see that.
you.
So, so we will be back with our next segment at Fairhope Hospice today with Kristen Martin from Battle Pups Way to Battle. Like I said, my name is Dawn Walker, and if you have any questions from Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, we have the Pickering House, the Advanced Illness Management Clinic down on Main Street now for our palliative care. Our phone number is 740-654-7077. And can you tell us a little your website again and how to reach you?
HabitatsEO.org, and my email and everything is on there under the Who We Are, but you can reach me at Stephanie@HabitatsEO.org.
And you have a Facebook page?
I do. We have Facebook and Instagram, and those are all under, again, Habitat SEO Southeast Ohio. It's easy to find. But yeah, we love connecting with anybody and everybody that wants to get involved. So
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
It is so important for families to feel comfortable and safe when they call, because oftentimes that first phone call, even picking up the phone physically and just dialing that number, is very hard. You're asking for something that is a very difficult and private decision, and so we want everyone to feel comfortable and safe that you pick up that phone, you make that phone call, and let us just guide you and lead you where you want. And then you can make an informed decision about what's best for you and your family.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
At Fairfield Federal, we believe true prosperity is shared. For 130 years, Fairfield Federal has invested in the community that built us. From supporting businesses that employ our neighbors, empowering the initiatives that strengthen our community, and serving generations of families, Fairfield Federal is proud to share this milestone of progress with our hometown. Fairfield Federal is your place for checking, savings, and home loans. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 402612.
Join the Lancaster Festival Orchestra and music director John Devlin as the festival returns for 2026, July 18th through the 25th, featuring dozens of free and paid ticketed events, including concerts with tribute acts Dancing Dream and Elton Ron on Saturday, July 18th, and country supergroup Lady A on July 25th. For the full lineup, visit lancasterfestival.org.
Did you know Fairfield DD supports more than 1,700 people right here in Fairfield County? That's 1,700 unique journeys, each with their own talents, goals, and challenges. And while every path looks different, one thing stays the same. Life is better with the right support. That's where we come in. From early childhood and school transitions to employment and adulthood, Fairfield DD helps connect individuals and families to the resources they need every step of the way. Because when the right support is in place, people can live more independently, contribute in meaningful ways, and help build a stronger, more vibrant community for all. Learn more at fairfielddd.com or follow us on social media. Together, we're creating a more inclusive Fairfield County.
What makes Fairhope what it is our staff. It's always a question that we ask, why do you want to be here with us? And what they most always say is, you've touched my life this way. You know, you took care of this person, or I've seen what you've done and I want to do that. And so the staff that have been here know what it takes. They've been on the other side. They see what it takes to make someone comfortable, to make the family comfortable, and really what kind of support they need. And so I think that's what really makes Fairhope what it is.
Hi, welcome back to Fairhope Hospice today. I'm Dawn Walker, and I'm here with Kristen Martin from Way to Battle and Heather Hatmaker, our inpatient unit manager here at the Pickering House. And we're going to talk a little bit about a mission that is very special to our heart here, Way to Battle and the Battle Pups. So Kristen, if you want to talk a little bit about what your mission is and how it got started.
Sure. Well, it was 5 years ago, June 10th of 2021, our son Brady, who was 9 at the time, was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. And he was a high-risk case when he came in. He had a very high white blood count. It was over 600,000. And so going to the cospital is really hard for anyone, but especially a kid. And it was summer, and friends and family are swimming and doing all the cookouts and stuff like that, and he was at the hospital. And so we really started this as a way to change our perspective on what we were going through, to kind of take our eyes off of ourselves and what Brady was battling, and to find a way to help others and bring joy to other people while they were going through hard things as well. And so he started by going to the hospital gift shop, and he would buy some stuffed animals in the hospital gift shop and walk around Children's Hospital in Columbus and just give them away. And just the joy that it brought to people who were there for things just as hard as what Brady was going through, but then to get that unexpected gift from someone you don't know, just to know, hey, I'm with you kind of thing, really just brought so much joy to our life. And so we did that for a couple weeks, and then we had raised enough money. I was walking one day, and God just really put it on my heart that this was like a mission our family was going to be able to do. And we were supposed to have these dogs because dogs are loyal, and it doesn't matter what kind of day you've had, they're happy to see you. And so, and we were going to put Armed with Strength on their collars. They all have come with a collar, and they say Armed with Strength. That comes from Scripture. It's just, you arm me with strength for the battle, because we wanted everyone to know who was holding a battle pup that they had been armed with strength for whatever battle they were facing. And so our kids started with this mission and this goal to raise enough money to send 200 of these battle pups out. That year Brady was sick, and it has escalated quite quickly. And here we are 4.5 years later, and we've sent over 100,000 out. And that just feels really special to be able to come alongside those who are going through the hard things of life and be able to give them this tangible reminder that they never have to battle through it alone.
So we were talking before the show that it started out really small here, and we have our bereavement program. We have a PALS program within the schools, and it was suggested to us about battle pups through another community partner, Corral Communications, that maybe this would be beneficial for our PALS program. So Julie Thado, she got with you and got us a box, and it, we really didn't go anywhere with it at first, a couple weeks, and they came up here to the Pickering House, and we started using them up here. So the PALS program never went anywhere with that. It wasn't beneficial for that. So Heather, you want to talk about how we started using the pups at the Pickering House?
Gosh, where do I start? So we use these little guys. It's just seems like such a simple tool, but it really opens the doors with the kiddos. And not only does it open the doors with them, but it really does help the adults too. And the nurses. It's a great tool for us to be able to approach the kids, and the kids will open up to us, and it makes them feel safe with us as well. So then we let them pick out which puppy they want, and a lot of times what we notice is they will give it to their loved one that's here sick, and it gives them a connection with the loved one, because a lot of times there's a lot going on. They don't know what to do with themselves. So this gives them a way to connect with their sick family member. And then a lot of times when that family member passes, they're able to kind of take this back with them, and it gives them a sense of comfort as well. And this little collar too, you notice the Armed with Strength. Sometimes we notice that comes off, and the little kiddos will keep the dog, and we'll see this on the family member, or vice versa. But kids like to be involved too. So this gives them many ways to be attached to the situation. So it's just we get really excited about these, and we just love them. So
yeah, it's I know it's been a couple years now since we started doing this, so I think we went through a few hundred, I'm sure. How many do we get when we get a ship?
Normally it's anywhere from 25 to 50 to,
Yeah, and we go through quite a few, and it's not just the kids.
Right.
So I know our CEO, Kristen Glazier, she came in this morning and she grabbed one for an adult patient.
Yes.
It's really special. It's really meaningful. So can you talk about where all these pups go?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just Lancaster. It's
right.
Not just
it's not just
Pickerington,
Lancaster.
Carroll.
Yes. Obviously this is where our home is. We're, Fairfield County, but we send these, a lot of people don't realize the enormity of who we serve. And they assume it's childhood cancer patients because that's what our son was. But we've done a lot with the military, with Air Force, especially right now, given what's going on overseas and whatnot. We have supported the kids here that have parents that have been deployed. Some battle pups go with the parents overseas. And so we also serve missionaries that are around the world. We have some nominations that come in through our website that are truly just people that live in Australia or, in other areas, and somebody has nominated them to receive a battle pup. And so while most of what we do is Ohio in the U.S., we do go all over the country. And I love that what Heather said, what we have found from, we do a lot with Child Protective Services and whatnot as well, and a lot with schools and trauma situations, crisis situations. The battle pup has this unique way of breaking down people's walls and helping them to feel seen and safe in that space, to have a conversation and to open up and share, some of the things that are on their heart. And I think some of that truly comes from the fact that they know it's a family, a real family that has gone through hard things themselves, that wants them to feel seen and loved. And, it's coming from, nurses who see and care and love them. And so it's all of that like safety net. Like, that's why I tell people, I'm like, what we do is legitimately so simple. It's not complicated at all. I think sometimes as adults and in life, we overcomplicate things. And what we do is just so simple. The message is so simple, and it truly has an enormous impact, which we're so humbled and so grateful to be a part of, and just a vessel. And so it really is special to see the stories that come through of children all the way up to, the elderly that are in memory care units, and everyone in between. It seriously is everyone in between.
And all the different breeds you have now.
Yes,
and
we have
names.
30.
Yeah.
We have 30, and we do that intentionally because when we serve schools that are going through crisis situations, or large families, we want everyone to have a battle pup that is unique to them, so they all have something that's different.
Yeah, so that's the
Aussie.
This is Aussie.
This is Domino, and this is Summer.
Yeah, it's so sweet. So I know whenever we get a box in, we're coming in, we're looking at all the bags, like, oh my gosh, this is a boxer, this is a schnauzer, this is a poodle. So it's just really, really special. We all enjoy it. And I love when we have a nurse come in and they just to hear the situation. And I know, it's sad, and you think of all the situation that the families are in, but it's just really uplifting to know that something as simple as a stuffed animal can, just uplift them and get them through, just to give them something to get them through that time.
Absolutely.
And we thank you for this. It brings us a lot of joy to be able to offer this. It really does.
It's such an honor to be able to help support you guys with all the people you guys serve, just to share that love and support. Yeah.
Can you tell us and tell everyone out here how to get a hold of you, how to contact you, about your website?
Yeah. So we have a website. It's waytobattle.com. Very simple. People can reach out and share their stories. They can request and nominate other families to get battle pups if they know a family who is struggling. Then they just share a little bit of their story and what they're going through, and put in their address and where we ship the battle pups, and they get them delivered to their house. It's free of cost. You can make a donation. We are donation driven and generosity funded, we like to say. We don't have any big corporate funding. We literally do this because people believe in what we do, and then just allow us to continue doing it by donating. So you can do both of those things on our website. And if you want to contact me, my email is on there as well, but it's just waytobattle.com.
Yeah, go to waitabattle.com, look at, read about their mission, read about Brady. It's really special. So I know about Wait a Battle. I know all about your mission, but before this today, I wanted to really read and understand why you do what you do. And it's really special. It's really amazing.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for being here today. Thank
Absolutely.
you, Heather.
Yeah.
I know Heather has firsthand experience about the pups.
Yes.
And the patients and the nurses. And how it really impacts what we do here. So we really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We're happy to do it.
Yeah. So thank you for joining Fairhope Hospice today. If you have any questions about Fairhope, please give us a call at 740-654-7077. Go to our Facebook page at Fairhope Hospice Pickering House, and you can always check us out at fairhopehospice.org. Thanks.
IVP Media presents Fairhope Hospice Today, brought to you by Fairhope Hospice and Palliative Care, Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities, and the Frankie Smith Funeral Home. The Pickering House on the campus of Fairhope Hospice in Lancaster, Ohio, is a place where people receive end-of-life care in a comforting, home-like environment. Constructed in 2007 and named after benefactor Virginia Pickering, the facility's initiative is grounded in Fairhope's deep commitment to a full continuum of care, where quality of life is a priority through the end of life. At the Pickering House, our team of physicians, nurses, social workers, chaplains, and volunteers attempt to bring the same warmth and comforts of home. Located on a tranquil and scenic bluff amongst 40 wooded acres, the Pickering House delivers personalized care with the kind of compassion that you would expect, because here, patients and their loved ones are all considered family. The Pickering House has 12 ample-sized and comfortable patient rooms. These spacious rooms allow privacy and provide comfort for family members spending time, day or night, with their loved ones. Families are encouraged to use the many amenities of home that the Pickering House is available to them. The large family lounge offers a kitchen for loved ones to prepare meals and snacks. They can also take advantage of one of the 2 three-season porches with great views of nature all around. A chapel, great room, family laundry, and family shower are just a few of the comfort features the Pickering House has to offer. More recently, additions have been made outdoors to accommodate the children who visit, including a play set and a playhouse. In addition to amenities for loved ones, the Pickering House boasts the finest in-food service for patients, with a staff who is dedicated to bringing joy to those they serve. Special food requests are taken to bring a smile to the guests of Pickering House. Finally, our large facility easily accommodates families of all sizes, with plenty of private spaces for meetings, discussions, and reflections. It is the mission of the Pickering House for those who enter to think of it as a special place where peace, respite, spirituality, and love prevail. We welcome you to tour our facility or visit us online at fairhopehospice.org.